Hey, what's up, y'all? You already know this is your boy BABYBOY. Welcome back to another edition of Think Dreamland Podcast, right here on Spotify. So, I have a lot I have to think about, and I have a lot to say. So, after my last podcast post, I was talking about the group and everything that I got going on, where I've been, why I haven't been, why I haven't been posted, basically. So, so I got that out the way. So now this new episode is called My Clear Thoughts. Let you know where my head is and where and what I've been doing and where I'm going. And also, I want to give an update on TOLE. Let everybody know what it is right now. So let's get the elephant out the room. Let's talk about TOLE. Yeah, Don't get it twisted. I got love for some niggas in the group. I do. No question about it. But I don't fuck with a lot of it on the group. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm not gonna talk about that because that's a waste of time. I'm trying to have a positive, wonderful, beautiful Tuesday morning in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm gonna do that. So with that said, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and let's get that out the way. So, on the last post, I talked about my frustrations as far as creative frustrations, business frustrations, and as well as personal issues, that needs to be talked about. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to talk. Cool, no problem. but I do have something to say, and I'm gonna be blunt about it. Where I stand right now with TOLE, I'm not going from the group. I haven't left the group, but I'm chilling at my own hotel while they partying, doing what they do. If that makes sense. I'm taking a clear break, a clear vacation of myself because I can, and I'll go for if nobody likes the way I do it, the way I move. I feel like if I'm not getting respected and I'm not being taken seriously, because to them it's all fun and games. It's not fun and games to me, bro. It's for fun business. I get it. It's all about love and fun and all that stuff. But at the same time, we're trying to make content and we're trying to do this. Then one thing I don't want to do and one thing I can't stand is niggas wasting my motherfucking time when it comes to making this motherfucking project that's supposed to put us on to the level that we need to be already. But instead, niggas making garbage ass content and not really putting in that work for real. You know what I mean? Now, sure, I make play shit too, but at the same time, at least I put my heart and soul into it to make it believable. That's the difference. You feel what I'm saying? That's the difference with me. Like, I'm growing, I'm getting better every single day. I'm studying. I'm doing whatever I have to do to get myself viral and to get myself to the motherfucking top. Because coming from St. Louis, it's not a lot of content creators, not a lot of social media influencers. I mean, we have some, but not like, like, for example, Amen. Shout out to Amen. You know what I'm saying? Amen. You know what I'm saying? That dude, he's talented. I see shit on Instagram. I think he has a YouTube channel, I believe, and a Facebook. He's doing this motherfucking thing, and he represents St. Louis to the motherfucking fullest. And he is killing it right now. So, and he's young as fuck. So, and he's going from hood to blocks and all that shit, having fun, keeping it positive, bro. Because that's what it's all about, man. Because St. Louis needs, because people don't look at the other side of St. Louis. They look at the bullshit and the violence, but they don't look at the fun side of St. Louis. So, I feel like, hey, man, it's letting people know right out the gate, bro. Like, St. Louis ain't all violent, bro. St. Louis, not every place in St. Louis is violent. This is not a wasteland. You know what I mean? Like St. Louis is a major city, just like Atlanta, New York, LA, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Miami, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, New York, New Jersey, Toronto, Vegas, and the list goes on and on. Indianapolis, Indiana, shit like that. And most definitely, St. Louis is major, bro. We all know that. We're only three cities with a national memorial statue. Okay? New York with the Statue of Liberty. St. Louis with the Gateway Arch, and Seattle with the Needle statue. We're top 3, bro. That's major. And if you want to include the White House as a national statue or whatever, even though it's the White House, then cool too. But we're top 3, bro. We're top 3 major influence cities in the history of the United States of America by far, and we're the oldest. So with that said, I want St. Louis to win no matter what, because I feel like St. Louis has been losing. Like, a lot of people that came from St. Louis moved to L.A., New York, and all these cities to become bigger and famous and all that shit, but forget where the fuck they come from. I feel like if you look at people from New York, L.A., Texas, Chicago, they not only, even when they leave these places, they always come home, or they never leave. Like, for example, L.A. people, the people from L.A., they don't leave L.A. from any other place. They remain in L.A., right? New Yorkers, well, most of them still in New York, I believe. But if you're rich, of course you can get more homes, but I'm just saying. But the point I'm saying is, it's not a lot of famous St. Louis people that are still here and repping St. Louis to the motherfucking fullest. They repping it in other cities, but they're not repping it here. They're not home. I'm home. And I'm gonna be home even if I move elsewhere, because even if I'm at a new home, I'm still gonna eventually get a station home here. So no matter what, I'm gonna always be in St. Louis. St. Louis is my kingdom. I love it here. I love everything about St. Louis, bro. St. Louis is amazing. Despite the bullshit and the violence and all that other shit that the media, social media, everything be talking about, don't pay attention to that bullshit. There's more to that. There's so much shit. There's so much love out here. Even the gangsters show love to motherfuckers. Like they don't look at that. They don't look at that way. They look at the bullshit. They don't look at the other side of St. Louis. They don't look at the love, care, positivity side of St. Louis, bro. They look at the bullshit. And I feel like I'm trying to be one of them St. Louis legends that's gonna repaint a clear vision of St. Louis, Missouri that nobody don't pay attention to, because there's so much history and legacy. It's ridiculous, bro. Our legacy is bigger than most cities. You know what I'm saying? We got so many legends. It's like, it's ridiculous, bro. You'll be surprised that came here. You'll be surprised that from here. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, and I'm gonna make sure when I get put out, I'm gonna make a documentary, a real, true St. Louis documentary, bro. Because St. Louis will be televised in front of the world. I'm gonna find a way to make sure that happens. But I ain't gonna talk about my future plans. I'm gonna talk about right now. I'm gonna talk about the bullshit first, and then I'm gonna get to the positive and all that shit. So anyway, back to the bullshit. So anyway, I want to get the elephant with my pleasure. So basically what I'm saying is, I'm taking a break. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know when I'm coming back, or if I'll ever come back. Who knows? But one thing for sure, red, white, and black, we gotta talk, nigga. Like, straight up. We got a lot to talk about. Because I feel like you hiding something from me. I feel like there's some shit that you ain't really telling me about. I feel like you're not keeping 1,000 with me. I feel like, as far as business-wise, we're not on the same page. We're not on the same page, bro. Because after everything that me and you talked about on the phone, and what we talked about in the video conference, I feel like we should already be doing it. And all the plans that I mentioned about the rebranding of TOLE, no one called it Trilogic, but TOLE, making it known that we are a group, not a 3-man show. I feel like it's still a 3-man show with the extension members. We're not a full group. And I feel like nobody in the group has their share of creativity or create ideas. I feel like it's just you doing it all, and everybody gotta be some yes man. Say yes, red, white, black. We're gonna do this. Yes, red, white. We're not a team, bro. Teammates. Like, if you look at Project Wu-Tang Clan, yes, they had their issues and everything. It's on the documentary and all that shit. But when it's all said and done, everybody play their motherfucking part. Everybody put in their creative plans to work. That's what made Wu-Tang one of the greatest rap groups of all time. Individual and as a group. They all work together. There is not one man who's doing it all. And even Jim gonna tell you that he didn't put in the work by his motherfucking stuff. He knew he couldn't do it by himself. He needed help. And that's what I'm trying to say. You can't do this by yourself, red, white, black. You know you can't do it by yourself, nigga. You need me, dog. You know you need me. That's why you want to be back. It ain't because we got a cool-ass brotherhood relationship. It's because business-wise, I can make it happen for this group and for you. Nigga, I'm Deion Sanders. Nigga, I'm Triple H. I'm Bob Ross, the painter. I paint, nigga. I know how to create, nigga. I can create. I should be the CEO and the creative director, which I thought I was, but I don't feel like that because I have no say. Because if I did have a say, everybody would be like, okay, let's make it happen. Because my idea works, bruh. But like I said, ever since last week, on the one of the content that we did, which will eventually be on the Two Lunatics Extended Family YouTube channel, and but for what I heard, it's supposed to be I don't know if it's gonna be on the main channel or if it's gonna be on a rumored backup channel that he been talking about for a minute, which I'm not gonna talk about right now. But I don't know. I don't have a clue. But all I know is I'm hoping and praying that the content that we did will not be on the new channel because that's gonna fuck up everything because and this is just me being a businessman, a content creator, and the business as I am. If you make a second backup account for the group, right, that is going to confuse our audience. That's going to confuse the new subscribers, the new audience. It's going to confuse everybody. So then they're going to be like, okay, you have a main channel right here, but we have 380-some subscribers. We're not big enough to have a second channel. We're not making no money from this shit. We're basically doing it for free right now. We only got, 700-something until we even make any type of profit, and you want to make a second channel. You know what I'm saying? That's where I disagree. We need to focus on our main channel and then worry about the second channel once we get enough subscribers. Like, for example, if we get, let's say, I don't know, 500,000 or a million, something like that, that's when we can make a second channel for whatever, or multiple channels for the group. Because just trying to back up and we're not big enough or well known enough or have enough subscribers enough or even making any profit enough to have a second channel makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. And I'll tell him that in this motherfucking face. It makes 0 sense. We need to focus on our main channel. That's what everybody knows us for. That's what I've been promoting the channel for. The main channel. Not the second channel. I'm not promoting the second channel. I'm promoting the first one. If I decide to promote the first one. But the point I'm trying to say is, I'm not going to say too much, but I'm just talking business. Personally, me and him have to talk. And I'm going to leave it like that. Now, so that's number one. Number two, where do I stand with TOLE going forward? That is to be determined. I'm going to say that. To be continued, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stay tuned, man. Because it's gonna be a cold winter, bro. It's gonna be a cold winter. Because there's no telling what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But all I know is it's not gonna stop my content. It's not gonna stop my brand. It's not gonna stop anything that I got going on and what I'm about to get ready to do. It's not gonna stop none of that shit because I made myself clear. My brand come before TOE. That's a fact. I got my own Twitch. I got my own YouTube. I got my own everything. I don't need to put all my focus on the group if the group ain't focused on my shit. And I'm putting my 1,000% effort into the group, and I have been doing that. And even my wife says I'm wasting my time putting all the focus into the group if they're not doing the same for me. I'm promoting to the sun, from the sun up to the sun down. And nobody ain't doing shit for me in the group. Nobody is. If I'm supposed to be a motherfucking superstar, if I'm supposed to be the guy, why I'm not being promoted? Because nobody cares about my brand. That's the truth of it. So with that said, until further notice, I will not be promoting anything that has something to do with TOLE until the problem and the business disagreement situation with me and the leader himself, Red White Black, is taken care of. Until then, I will be focused only on my shit, for my shit, and by my shit. So, new content from Baby Boy TV Live on Twitch and YouTube on the way. I'm working on a few videos now. I have to take care of a personal situation. I did one already. I did two, but I did one. So the continuing of the Bloodline Civil War will be coming up somewhere this week. I'm trying to see if I can edit and put a little spin to it that I wasn't able to do when I posted live on my other console that's broke when I had PS5. So it's not gonna be a live post. It's gonna be like a regular post. So I'm hoping that me posting regularly will not affect gaining new audience or whatever like that, because when I was doing a series of that, that's what brought me new subscribers. So I'm trying to keep that going. And I'm trying to keep that rolling, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to make it work. So yeah. So I'm trying to keep that rolling. I'm trying to keep that going. So that's what I'm working on. Now let me go ahead and say this right quick. Now, the question that I am going to answer for me is, am I planning on doing any type of work with the group as when Call of Duty Black Ops 6 comes out at the end of October? That, again, I will talk to about later. Now, because I'm taking this vacation break from the group, creative-wise and everything, I don't know if I'm going to even have the mood to do anything with the group with that either. But if I do anything with anyone from the group, it's going to be individually versus everybody in the group. Because, again, like I said, I have to stick to my guns. I can't just go back and forth with it. So, like I said, until further notice, I'm going to take a break, like I said, and not do no work with the group. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to work with certain members. So, prime example, if me and Brian decides to do something together, it's going to be on my channel. No question about it. It's going to be on my shit. It's not going to be on the group shit. You know why? Because that's what I do. Man, I create. So, if Brian is working with me and we end up doing something together as far as Call of Duty concerned, you will be the first to hear this right here on State Dreamland Podcast. But as far as with the group, that will remain to be seen. Because right now, I don't know. It just depends on the situation. But what I can say, and this is just my thoughts and my mind and all facts, I guarantee you, I will be doing a series of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 starting this coming month. When the game is released, I will be playing it for sure. So y'all stay tuned for that. And as far as other content ideas and game content and everything I'm going to be doing, or non-game content, I will keep you updated on that one ASAP. Thank you. So I'll keep y'all updated on that as soon as possible. Let's see, what else I need to talk about? I want to give my thoughts, and let's get to the, I'm going to go ahead and talk about positive reviews with a little bit of negativity. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I got to keep it real. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it real. You know, I can't lie. I got to keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? So, So, as you know, St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm at, is having two shows from WWE, right? The first one was Raw, Monday Night Raw, that came to Scott Trade Center yesterday, which was 2 days after Bad Blood in Atlanta, right? So the first match, now before I say the first match, Punk came to St. Louis, let people know about his injury and all that. Say he's taking a break. Seth Rollins came, shoved him like a G that he is, and let people know, when you come back from the injury, I will kick your ass, so like that. And everybody's like, because one thing about St. Louis, we turned up when it comes to the crowd. We're the most turned up crowd in the United States. I said it. I gotta get my water. So anyway, we basically challenged Brusserie, and then we got to the first match, right? They would have took on Jey Uso, and everybody knows if you pay attention to WWE, there's a storyline right now where Jey would slowly become the heel, or possibly New Day turning heel again. We don't know. But anyway, so he had his very first Intercontinental, his own version. His very first single championship match ever, because they would have never had a single title match, because he's always been a tag team guy. So anyway, so he lost to Jay, then Barber came out, Spear annihilated Jay, annihilated Zay Wood, annihilated Cooper Kingston on New Day. And then we get to the second match, a good old fashioned Donnybrook match, which I guess is like Irish streamer match, I guess, which is a first in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so Sheamus won that match, yarn. I'm sorry, that match was not that good. I don't care what anybody said, that match was not good. It wasn't good. So let's see. Then match 3 was the women's tag team back for break match, which I didn't care for. So Natalya and her girls won again, yarn. Same thing, Gunther, which was most definitely the match of the night. That was wrestling right there. That's a pro wrestling match that we wanted to see. We didn't want to see no BS storyline, WWE shit. We wanted to see wrestling, because this St. Louis is a wrestling match. And I was very surprised that Raw was a 2-hour show versus a 3-hour show. So I was very surprised that they made it 2 hour in St. Louis. I was very surprised about that. So, but anyway, so he won the match. So he retained his World Heavyweight title. Total came out, the halfway, stare each other, hold each other's titles, say, "Oh, the World Champion." Cody says, "I'm the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion." That was it. So I give Raw in St. Louis 2 out of 5. I said 2 out of 5. It wasn't that good. Gunther and Sami Zayn was the match of the night. Period. Like WWE, Triple H, y'all gotta do better than that, bro. And here's the crazy part: Judgment Day members, Liv, Dominant, and the newest member, Raquel Rodriguez, which I said it first, which I called it first, which I will be doing the content of that very soon, by the way, which will feature every member of Judgment Day, past, present, future, including that will feature the Terror Twins that originally used to be part of Judgment Day. There will be a new version. There will be a new Judgment Day storyline content coming soon. The new version of it, by the way, that will feature past, present, and current, past, present Judgment Day, including non-official members of Judgment Day. You know what I mean? Because I like to mix with reality and fiction. So you will be seeing that very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. But I do got to finish up the Bloodline Civil War storyline thing. So that's on the way. So yeah, so Raw I give that 2 out of 10. It wasn't that great at all. It wasn't that great. Oh, and by the way, there's another WWE show coming up tonight, but this time it's not going to be at the SkyTrend Center. That's been moved from downtown to the factory. And if you don't know where the factory is, it's in Chesterfield, Missouri, which is in the suburban area in St. Louis, Missouri, the 66 area code. So for the first time ever, they will have a WWE live event in the factory in Chesterfield that's supposed to have, 3,000 people? And Jey Uso has confirmed he will attend NXT tonight. And also, as of right now, that's been announced for NXT on CW11, of course. It's not going to be in Chicago. It's going to be in the best city in the world. Randy Orton versus Javon Evans. Randy Orton will make his return appearance, but this time he's going to be wrestling, representing St. Louis to the fullest, Randy Orton. And, of course, the match, which I believe could possibly be the match of the night, All Bob Family versus Tony D'Angelo, the Dawn NXT. Looking forward to that match. Nathan, and also, by the way, TOLE members went to Raw, and some of them are supposed to be going to NXT tonight, by the way. Whatever. Don't care. I just want to put that out there. And again, that's the last time I'm going to mention them for the foreseeable future until I decide to talk about them again. So anyway, Nathan Frazier and Asama defending against Grayson Walker and Austin Fury for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I wonder what's up with that. Huh? I don't know. Anyway, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Kelani Jordan versus Stella, Henny, JD, and Jasmine Nix. Another bathroom break! And also appears from Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, the current NXT Women's Champion. Jade will be present, and of course, a performance from Sexy Red herself, who also, by the way, went to Raw yesterday. And that's all I know for now. All I know is NXT in St. Louis better not be boring as fuck. Because if it is, I will turn it off. That's all I gotta say about that. Now, don't get it twisted. It's gonna be at least 700, 800,000 people gonna watch it. No question asked. Because it's St. Louis. But the question is, will it be good? We don't know. We don't know. So we'll see how that goes. And finally, to wrap this up, the clear thoughts about the situation that's going on right now. Despite me taking a break from doing any content or anything with the group for right now, I will not stop doing NBA 2K25. I will continue. That will continue on my Twitch channel, and eventually will be on YouTube, depending on what I post. I will continue doing that, and also I want to give out great news. It's bad and good. So the bad news is my buddy and pal Steve will not be doing any content as far as Tekken Tag Tournament 2 going forward. But the good news is I will bring back Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but this time it's gonna be by myself. I will do it by myself. It's been a minute. There was some online issues, so I'm still working on the issue. So I might do an online random match, who knows? But as far as Tekken Tag Tournament 2 content, I will be bringing that back as soon as possible, so be on the lookout for that. And also it'll be on YouTube. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Let me see what else. What else I need to talk about? About the Black Ops 6. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with the group right now or not. But as far as me posting any content for the group, going forward, that remains to be seen. But, and eventually, we'll see. You know, I'm hoping it'll be my buddy Bob, because I feel like me and Vaughn can make great content together. So I'm hoping, let's pray, hope I can convince him to be on my channel. Because he was supposed to be on my channel as a special guest anyway, representing TOLE, but it never happened because of, personal situation, because of my personal situation that I had to take care of. So we will hopefully reschedule that eventually, which I'm hoping will be Black Ops 6. So I'll keep y'all updated for that. But as far as doing the series and content of it, that will happen. I guarantee you that. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Let's see what else. And like I said, as far as the last content, on my last post, I said when I get my PS5, hopefully next year, I guarantee I will put 1,000% effort into any content that I post through that. And when I do, no more Xbox content. Unless if I decide to do NBA 2K25, because I do have NBA 2K25 on there. So if I do end up doing some type of content through Xbox, it's gonna be the games that I'm gonna be currently doing. Like for example, Black Ops 6, NBA 2K25, possibly Madden, possibly College, and whatever game I decide, and then possibly and Throwback Fridays or Rare Classical Sunday content or Flashback Friday. Throwback Thursdays, Flashback Fridays, or Rare Classical Sundays. Those are the only 3 days that I will include one of the handpicked games through Xbox that I have, because I don't have a lot of games on Xbox or on PlayStation, and vice versa. So it depends. But 90%, 95% will be on PlayStation. and that's coming real soon, real soon. So with that said, y'all be on the lookout for that. What else I need to talk about? Uh, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and say this right quick. It's about the DG Halle Berry breakup, Kanye West breakup, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and put up. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Kanye right quick. Get that out there. Kanye, you need to chill all the way down. Like you need to chill out, real talk. Like you don't need to be married. You don't need to be messing around with a Kim Kardashian looking like. Just chill, relax. You're a rich, successful black man. Everybody knows you. You got beggars after beggars. Okay, you're doing your thing. Just focus on your fans and yourself and your brand and your family, dog. That listen. If I was married more than once, which I'm not going to, you think I'm gonna marry another chick and try to make her look like Kim Kardashian? No, no, sir. And not saying that Beyonce ain't fine as hell, 'cause she is. But I'm saying, like, if I was Kanye, if I was in this, my number one main priority would be my kids, my brand, and trying to get back to being a billionaire again. That would be my number one main focus more than anything. Like, you still doing music with what? Ty Dolla Sign? Focus on your Vulture shit, on your Vulture trilogy. Stop worried about trying to find love because love don't last. Not all love lasts, but not a lot of love lasts either. So all I'm saying is focus on yourself, focus on your kids, focus on your brand, and try to get back to the billion. That is your number one focus, period. Because I'm telling you, you have bad luck when it comes to marriage. And there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. Like I told my buddy Vaughn, I said, listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself, man. But at the same time, I ain't gonna be by myself. I might be by myself as far as not having a lot of good friends around me, but it doesn't mean I ain't gonna be by myself either, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still gonna have all ride die friends, ride die inner circle people. It's just not gonna be big and wide because I don't need a lot of friends around me. I only need friends that I rock with since day one. My ride dies. You dig? And I got my family, so I'm Gucci. I don't need new friends. None of that shit. I don't need that because I don't trust a lot of people. And as much as I love St. Louis, I don't trust a lot of people, man. I show love that's being given, but I'm not gonna be your friend or family, or whatever. I'm just saying. So fuck what you heard. I said what I said. But anyway. So back to Haley Bailey, Beyonce's artist, the sister of Chloe. The Black Little Mermaid, the first Black Little Mermaid in Disney history, by the way. And DG, one of my favorite YouTubers. One thing I can say about DG since he became a father and he got a little older, I feel like he's more mature, more wiser, and not letting the fame and letting the BS and Haley fans or any negative doubts coming through his mind affect him as being a father, being a father of her children, of her son, a content creator, being a musician, being and now a podcaster, which I'm putting all my effort on, by the way. And just understanding that you gotta be humble, you gotta be mindful, you got to be positive, you gotta be a gentleman because any action and reaction can affect your brand, your money, your fans, and most importantly, your child's mind. So you have to think wise. You gotta do wise things because as a father, and as a man, as a husband, you have to make decisions not only that gravitate your life, but also your family, your wife, and your kids' life, as well as your brand. And that's exactly what I'm doing because everything I'm doing is not all about. It's not because I made myself clear to Bob. It's not about POE. It's about me and mine, dog. It's about my brand. POE and everything that's going on with that is my side bitch. So if I put my 1,000% effort on my side bitch, that's going to benefit not just for me but for the group, for the better. But we're not doing nothing for the better. Then I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to put my heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears in this shit, and we're not doing nothing that's gonna create currency and opportunity for everybody around us. Then I might as well leave because that's what I'm not here for. I'm not here for the fun of games and childish shit. I'm here to make money. I'm here to make the best content and still have fun with my brothers at the same time. But we can't do one. We gotta do it all. If we're not doing all above, then it's not gonna happen. That's all I'm saying, and I stand by that too. In the name of Jesus, I stand by what I say. This is YouTube, social media, everything. It's a fun business. You can't have fun and not stick with your business. You can't. You can't choose one. You gotta do it all. That's just the way it is. So with DDG, he's doing it all. He put all his brother, he put all his sister, he put all his mother, he put all his cousins. Let that sink in, St. Louis. Cousins. And most of them are from what I heard, they're from Ohio. I think he said he's from Ohio, I think. And they all get money together. Every single one of them. His homie. He's doing it for his homie. They breaking bread together. And that's something that I'm trying to do for St. Louis. And I feel like if I can't do that for my city, best believe I'm gonna break bread elsewhere. Because at the end of the day, I take this content creation, social influence and stuff seriously. And if I can't do it, I'm gonna do it elsewhere, man. Because at the end of the day, I'm a businessman first, and everything else comes second. Just like when it comes to being a family man, I'm a husband and a father first, and a friend and a cousin and uncle second. Like I've been saying once, I'm gonna say it again. My priorities has never changed. My priorities has never changed. My mindset has never changed. I stand by what I say. I respect anyone's opinion that has opinion that I respect. I don't respect a lot of people, but I respect my bros that I'm cool with. That's part of my circle that has opinion. But at the end of the day, if I say what I said, I meant what I meant. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is on that. But as far as Haley and DG, man, they're young. They're not married. And like he said on his podcast, which you got to check out immediately, I think it's called Not an Ordinary Podcast. It's on YouTube. Check that out right now. It should be on Spotify and other platforms, I think. So if I'm able to find it, I will put it on the link, the description. So hopefully I'll put it on the description down below or on my next podcast episode. So anyway, he said, and out of his mouth, if he decides to marry or get back with any woman, it will be Haley. Which I respect that. I respect that very, very well. Because think about it. Haley is beautiful. She's gorgeous, bro. And she's a kind, sweet, gentle woman. I would, listen, if I were DDG and I had a wife, or I mean a baby mama, not gonna say baby mama, a mother of my kids, like for instance, Chloe or Haley, right? If I had to choose between a mother of my kids and any other woman, I would always choose one of my kids. Say what I chose. Say what I said about my wife. If we broke up tomorrow, right, and we was divorced and we've been separated for over a year or 2 years or whatever like that. If I had to choose between her and try to get back in a relationship or whatever with the wife of my a mother of my kids, I'm sorry, or a random woman that I met a few weeks ago or whatever, I'm gonna always pick the mother of my kids. You know why? Because I know what she brings to the table. I know what type of woman she is, and no disrespect to any woman, any beautiful woman out there, because I got love for ladies. But I will always pick the mother of my kids. As long as she lives, I'm always gonna pick her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, because I made myself clear. I will forever more until the day she dies. I will always love her. Now, I don't know if I'll ever date any other woman after if she passed away or not, because I can't predict the future. But what I can say right now, and forevermore, it's hurting me. I will always pick my wife and the mother of my kids over me, because I know the type of person she is to me. She has a great heart, and she shows me love, and she's loyal. She's devoted, and she's creative, she's smart, all that stuff. And I trust her more than anybody, more than my brothers, more than anyone, including my own mother. With all due respect to my mother, rest in peace. Which she's my queen too, but my wife, she's my queen. She's the queen. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So it is what it is. But yeah. So for him to say that about his mother of the kids, I got nothing but respect for DG, because I would have said the same fucking thing. I don't give. Like, let's be real, bro. Haley is fine, bro. She's beautiful, and she's rich, and she's a good, great. No, she's not good. She's a great mother, and she's not like all those weird celebrities. That's not who she is. She about her business, but she about family, and you gotta give respect. Same with Chloe. Shout out to Chloe too. She fine too. Shout out to Chloe. She's doing her thing too. You gotta give respect where it's due. No beef, all love to to not only to his mother and his kids, but his sister too, and his son. You gotta give respect to DDG. Say what you want about DDG, but give respect where it's due, man. You could say, oh, he used it. No, he's not. Y'all treated DDG like he's Bobby Brown. She's Whitney Houston, which I understand. Which I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He's a rapper because of his past. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But everybody grows. Everybody changes. You dig? Not everybody stays the same forever. You know what I mean? Everybody grows. And DDG is in his mid twenties. He's still trying to. He's evolving. He's getting better. So that's how I feel. I just want to give my respect to Hallie and DG, a young parent. Well, they co-parents now. I hope and pray they get back together because I feel like they would be great together because I feel like I ain't never seen a woman like Hallie be happy with any other man other than DG and vice versa with DG. Period. So say what you want, but give respect where it's due. Hey, DG is a star. She's a super duper star. We all know that. But give respect where it's due. That's all I'm saying. So with that said, I'm out. Tune in next time for another edition of State Dreamland Podcast. Until then, peace out to the whole wide world and happy life. Peace.